How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the week. So here it comes. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? It was outstanding in the field. Get it? You know, a scarecrow standing in the field, outstanding award. Anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN that had a strong green day on the Friday. Of course, tomorrow is going to be Monday, so I want to make sure you guys are prepared, and I have this update video for you. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support, we want to know resistance, and the key levels to look out for in a bearish case scenario and as well as in a bullish case scenario. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information as well as the recent institutional ownership in regards to filings. With the short interest, we know this does have an impact on the way the stock performs, and this is why this is key information to know. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know what was the buying and the selling behavior like on the institutional side and as well as on the retail side on the Friday. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $11.84, being up 12.98%. On the low, it tested $10.35, and then on the high, testing $11.98. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 53.23 million shares, and for the average volume over 10 trading days, being at 49.89 million shares. So one thing that you could see right away, this momentum is continuing. There's been anticipation, there has been FOMO, and I'm looking forward to seeing how well we do going into tomorrow or Monday to be exact. When we take a look at our chart, which is the 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 73.47. So we are in the overbought territory. And when we take a look at the moving averages on our chart, we have strength above the 100-day, the 200-day, the 50-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. And you can see we are on a solid uptrend. Now, as far as what we saw for the high, yes, we ended up testing $11.98. So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing us get into the $12 area come tomorrow. If we do end up having a pullback on the Friday, we pulled back to around $10.35. So as far as a pullback is concerned, I'd love for us to have some support and strength at this $11.16 level. So that's if we end up having a dip at the open. I want to see 11.16 hold, and then we can make that rip going past the $12 range, and also see this previous high here where we got to around $13.25. I think we can easily surpass this if we have a lot of buying pressure coming into the play. So I'm going to be looking forward to that and seeing if we can make this move going all the way to 14. I know there'll be a lot of profit taking here, but with more volume, we could easily get past this level. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention, we have been seeing increasing levels of support. So we've seen support being built here at 835. We could also seeing it be built here right around 915. We could see here 942. We started holding up 10, and now we have it here right around the 1030s, which we've shown on the Friday. So things are looking really good. I can't wait to see how OCGN performs. Let's jump into the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for OCGN. So as we scroll down on our page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So as we can see here, recent filings being on October the 29th, it's been quite busy. So we see here we have VCSLX Small Cap Index Fund purchasing just over 84,000 shares. And then the next big purchase came from Vanguard Russell 2000 Growth Index Fund, going in with just over 108 80,000 shares. And we also do see here Vanguard Russell 2000 Index Fund institutional shares. We have just over 421,000 shares. So as you can see so far from these filings, institutions have been loading up on OCGN. So when we take a look now at the short interest, the dark pool short volume ratio is at 57.68%, and then for the dark pool short volume being just over 17 million shares. As we scroll down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 650,000, updated 14 minutes ago. And then for the short ball fee rate, it is at 2.07%. As we scroll down further, taking a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we could see for the close of the 28th, which was last week Thursday, it was at 56.20, and then the close for the 29th, which was the Friday that just passed, at 57.68. So one thing that is very clear here, OCGN does continue to have short squeeze potential, but it also does tell us that there's a lot of negative market sentiment around the stock. So this is one thing to keep in mind, and it contributes to the overall volatility that you see inside of the play. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. We could see on the inflow it was 134, and then on the outflow it was 118. When we take a look at the breakdown, you can see we had 0 on the large, 93.72 on the medium, and as well as 40.19 on the small. When we take a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large it was 1.26, and then on the medium it was 80.33, and on the small it was 35.94. And keep in mind, these numbers are in the millions. So when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the Friday it being a negative outflow day at 1,256.98. So when we look at these numbers even further, what we could see on the retail side, there was a lot of buying than we had selling. No surprises there due to the anticipation. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium side, there's a big difference there at 93.72 versus the outflow we had of 80.33. And then when we take a look at what happened on the large side, yes, as far as large orders are concerned, there could have been some profit taking and so forth, but no surprises there because it has been moving up quite well. But for the most part, things are looking bullish. We had a strong inflow day on the Friday. So now when we take a look at the turnover ratio, we could see it's at 26.78%. So this is not too bad whatsoever. So what this tells us, yes, there's a lot of traders who are inside of the play, but there are also many people who are continuing to hold on to their positions. So I know many of you are going to be excited to hear about that. I know that I am, because I am holding shares as well. So this is why I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs going on Monday, and especially leading up to that decision. So now let's jump into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how well we perform on Monday, and as well as for the rest of the week. We are leading into this WHO decision. We have been seeing the anticipation. We have been seeing the FOMO, and I'm very excited of the fact that many of you were able to build out your positions at a really solid cost basis. We've been talking about OCGN for quite some time on this channel. I know many of you have gotten in the $6 range, the $7 range, the $8 range, even $9, and even under 10. So of course you should be seeing some green right now. We have come such a long way. I know I keep saying that, but this is so true. When we went on Fintel taking a look at the short interest information, one thing that is very clear, OCGN does continue to have short squeeze potential. But this is no shock whatsoever due to the fact that there's a lot of negative market sentiment around the stock. But at the end of the day, I could care less because I already have high conviction when it comes to this play, and I've done my homework and I've done my due diligence, and you guys can see that clearly if you've been on my channel or if you've been subscribed for quite some time. And also I want to address the people that are looking into getting to a position just now. So they're saying, hey, I want to buy some shares on Monday. Do know you are going to be paying a hefty premium. I cannot give you financial advice, but I'm going to tell you right now that is something that I wouldn't do because I want to make sure I'm getting a deal on the play. But of course, this stock will pull back because it is fairly volatile. So if it ends up getting into the $10 range or even below that, then of course I feel like this is a very attractive opportunity to consider. But there's a possibility, and what I'm actually looking forward to is seeing us hold up the $11 level. I feel if we can hold up $11, we should be able to make that move going into the 12s, and I want to see us touch going into the 13s. So I know a lot of traders are going to be watching this, and this will be quite the opportunity for them. So when that opportunity comes, then by all means, make sure you keep it on your watch list so you're prepared for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.